Oh yes, Canadian thrashers Razor are back with their first new song and album in 25 years. Take a look. You just heard a clip from the new song Flames of Hatred, which is the lead lyric video from the band's new album Cycle of Contempt. Great title. Now, here's the thing. I think that if somebody put a gun right up against my temple and said, who is your favourite thrash metal band of all time? I would probably have to say Razor. And why would I say Razor? Well, primarily because of this album, Violent Restitution, and this album, Shotgun Justice. These are absolutely two of the finest pieces of thrash metal ever made. Ever. Dave Carlo has just such an incredible sense of brutality in riffing, but also, most importantly, dynamics. Thrash metal is so much about dynamics, and I think a lot of thrash bands don't realise this. It's about the stop-start, it's about the building of intensity. There are so many factors beyond playing fast when it comes to making thrash metal work. Dave Carlo understands this. And if you haven't heard these things, then you should get yourself onto Spotify, Amazon Music, or your favourite music vending platform and give them a listen and buy them. High Roller Records in Germany puts these albums out and more on vinyl, whereas Relapse Records, which is the band's current home, does some very nice CD reissues with extra tracks. But back to this new song, Flames of Hatred, and I can't tell you how exciting it is to hear not only Razor back, but Razor sounding more like that Shotgun Justice era Razor, and also kind of like they sounded on this album, Open Hostility, which is also a brilliant thrash metal album. I don't mean to downgrade this album at all. Some great songs on there like In Protest and Sucker for Punishment and Psychopath. To be honest with you, I could make one whole video about any of these records, and I will. Incidentally, Razor's albums before Violent Restitution are absolutely no slouches. I mean, Evil Invaders is a great record, and I really love the song at the end of this, Tortured Skull, which kind of pointed to the direction that Razor would go in future. And I don't have Custom Killing on vinyl, but here it is on High Roller Records CD reissue. But right now, we're talking about the new material, and let's take another look at a bit of Flames of Hatred. Nowhere to run. Gas blacks out the sun. Smoke, blinding eyes. Flames of hatred. Roars. You'll notice that the production is a lot stronger than it was on this album, Decibels. This is the band's last album from 1997, and I really like it. I mean, especially looking back now, with the benefit of perspective and hindsight, I think it's got some really strong songs on it. It shows the band experimenting a little bit with melodies and different tempos and things like that, but the production, to be honest, is just a bit weird. It's just odd. The guitars don't have that sharpness that I want from a Razor album, and the vocals are kind of reverb-drenched. Overall, Decibels is not up there with these other albums that I've been ranting and raving about. The new record though, Cycle of Contempt, is very strong, and I am very happy with it as a lifelong Razor fan. I've got some good news for you because I really like Flames of Hatred. I think it's a strong Razor song. The opening riff is really strong, it's very Razor, and it's great that it's a thrasher. It's a fast song, just like all of the songs on the new album. But by Razor's own incredibly sky-high standards, there are even better songs on this new album, Cycle of Contempt, trust me. Yeah, there are songs that are more intense than this, so you're in for a rough ride that you are going to enjoy if you are into thrash metal. I'm not going to talk about the album too much because it's still well over a month until its release on September the 23rd. But as of recording this video, my favourite songs on the new album are Jabroni, and then A Bitter Pill, First Rate Hate, and Darkness Falls. Those are my 4 favourite songs from the new album. But as I say, it's a very strong album all round. Now, talking about A Bitter Pill, fans might remember this song because Dave Carlo, the band's lead guitarist, main motor, main everything, played a little teaser from the start of A Bitter Pill on his YouTube channel.
Hi everybody, it's Dave Carlo back with you. Just gave you a little taste of one of the tracks from the upcoming album Cycle of Contempt.
Yes, Dave has a YouTube channel if you didn't know. I'll put a link downstairs in the video description if you want to check that out. If you're a Razor fan, then you must subscribe to this channel because it's Dave talking to camera, telling you how it is, playing songs, and talking about the really tough time that he and his family have been having for quite some time now. If you'd like to help Dave and his wife Rose out, then there's a donation page that I'll also put down in the video description as well. And if you click through to that, it will explain why Dave had to start a donation page in the first place. So, Flames of Hatred is here, and very soon the new album Cycle of Contempt will be here as well. It's available in various types of physical media. I love that it's on vinyl, CD and cassette. Digital as well, obviously. Get down in comments, let me know how you feel about the return of Razor, how you like the new song Flames of Hatred. Tell me if you've pre-ordered the new album already, and also tell me what your favourite album by Razor before Cycle of Contempt has been. Thanks for watching, and until the next video then, don't forget to stay possessed by metal.